TIC, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Partners USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. So you want to go speak about the Eagles who play host to the Washington Commanders in the NFC Conference Finals. This was an amazing game. I mean, the Eagles came out on top, 55-23. Withstanding the charge of Jaden Daniels and his magnificent run in the playoffs. Eagles were able to shut him down, slow him down, force turnovers on defense, make a lot of plays. So the Eagles were able to come out on top. Now, from my thoughts from this game with the Eagles was an overall dominance. I'm talking about from special teams, defense, offense, everything was clicking for the Eagles. And by the end of the third quarter or the middle of the third quarter, I knew the game was over. I knew it was out of hand. I knew that the Commanders were unable to make it a way back into the game, especially late when they started going for it on fourth down in their own side of the field. I said, yeah, this is over with. And the Eagles move on to the Super Bowl. And so, what's your thoughts on this game?
I'm sitting here just checking you out as you explain how you just love the way the Eagles looked last night. I told you this. I have to sit here and I have to tell you that I expected nothing less from them than doing exactly what they did last night. And that's blowing the doors off them people. And I'm not saying that Jaden Daniels is he's not a good player. No, he's going to be very good, exceptionally well. But last night, I said that the buck stops here. They're going to get in there. They're going to play a game, which at first they was hanging around at first. Yeah. It was like 15-13 or something like that. It was a little interesting. Then the defense, like you said, all aspects of the Philadelphia Eagles came together last night and played that football game. All the ones that you checked off, everything was played well, everything. So my whole thing now is, what we do now? We're in the Super Bowl. What do we do now?
So let's continue on to speak about the actual game of the Washington Commanders and Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Jalen Hurts, we was questioning whether he can pass the ball. 20 of 28, 246 yards, 1 touchdown. Of course, we had the lightning in the bottle with Saquon Barkley, 118 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns yesterday, and A.J. Brown chipped in with 6 receptions for 96 yards and 1 TD. Now, there was speculation saying that the Eagles couldn't pass the ball and that, what's going to happen if we need to pass the ball. And the Eagles show all phases, running and passing the ball yesterday. So it's like, you look at this overall performance, it seemed like they would have beat anyone yesterday with that performance.
They would have, anybody that they lined up against yesterday, the way they was playing last night, they can beat anybody in the National Football League.
Yeah.
They have they have a mixture of units on the team. A lot of good young rookies, a lot of veterans that's good. Everywhere is solidified on that team, all positions. The old is going out with the new that's coming in, and they're looking brand new and they're ready to play the game. That team looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely. When I said that the Eagles are going to beat the doors off the Commanders, that's exactly what happened. Yes. They went in there and they handled it. They did what they had to do. It was like, I'm not going to play with you. I'm going to show you what you got coming when I go to the Super Bowl. If they play like that, can't nobody beat them, Tawfiq.
Yeah, I agree. And if you look on the flip side with the Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels, he did play a good game. He threw the ball 48 times, 29 completions, 255 yards, 1 TD, and 1 interception. He also led the team in rushing with 6 carries for 48 yards. And they have 1 touchdown as well. And Zach Ertz, 11 receptions for 104 yards. It's just that they couldn't throw the ball downfield.
Zach Ertz was cooking last night, though.
Yeah, Zach Ertz, he would got that hot tub time machine yesterday.
Yeah,
and he went back. And he also made a statement saying that he would love to play if he wish he can go back to being 22 and have played his whole career with Jaden Daniels because of the play of this young kid. Now I do want to tip my hat to him. Yeah, he did say that. He came out and said that.
Yeah,
a statement saying that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He said he wish
that was a heavy
go back
statement.
To being 22
and play my whole career
with this kid. Because he believes in the kid, and the kid has done a lot. You can't take nothing away from, they just ran into a buzzsaw, man. The Eagles have the number 1 defense in the league, number 1 running back in the league, number 1 offensive line in the league, and their defense is top. I'm sorry, their defensive line is crazy. So it's like the Eagles, like I said, on all aspects, all phases, they show improve yesterday, and which made this game a blowout at 55-23.
I just love the defense, man. I love the way that unit is playing. I love the way Vic got them boys out there playing. They playing that like, do you see Davis up front? Do you see Carter up front? Brian, like these guys is made. Even Nolan Smith. You see Nolan Smith?
Yeah.
I'm talking about man, they are
Cooper.
Man, they are
Mitchell.
man, listen to me.
Interception. Back. You know what I mean?
Let me see about. But I told y'all. I don't want to be up here talking about. I told y'all. I said the buck stops there. They're going to get the doors blown off of them. This is what I told you guys, ladies and gentlemen, Friday. I told y'all. I'm not in shock. I'm just a little shocked at how well they did it. They did it in all aspects: offense, defense, special teams. The coaching was coaching good. Everybody listened and played their position. I'm shocked about that.
Let's talk about Sirianni. Sirianni, there's a question mark about whether he would have the team ready to play this season, Nick, because last season when, like you said, everything imploded for the organization, people were questioning Sirianni's, whether he should be kept on as a head coach. And Sirianni got his team back to the Super Bowl. The Eagles took time banned the Super Bowl in the last 3 years. He got the team back to where it needed to be. So tip my hat to him. I give him A plus this season.
I was just ready to say A. When you said AA first, I was ready to say plus right behind it.
Yeah, 14-3, and one of the games we were without our quarterback, and for most of the season we kind of made it through injuries.
Yeah.
We made it through all types of adversity.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. 8-1 at home. You know what I'm saying? 8-1 at home.
On the season.
Yeah, 8-1 at home. And Sirianni, I want to give you your flowers for keeping that team together, that young core with the veteran core, as you mentioned. So, we'll see what happens going forward. The Eagles have a Super Bowl coming up versus the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll speak more about that at another time. But they do have that. They have made it to Super Bowl. So as of right now, want to let the team enjoy it and see what happens. And shout out to the Eagles and that whole organization over there. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it, man. Go Birds.
It's TBISC, best in sports entertainment.
MegaCare LLC, giving you an abundance of what you need. Do you know that MegaCare LLC has been top rated in home care since 2020? If you have a loved one, a neighbor, a friend who needs home care, if you're looking for top pay, 401k, benefits, health, call now, 215-644-8341. That's 215-644-8341.